How about this, folks? Putting the spotlight on a very special racer. How special will a young boy whose challenges go far beyond the course? So we're going to welcome filmmaker Brendan Bowers. He's the filmmaker behind Pedro Coello, Power of a Dream.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. So you're a documentary filmmaker, which is, to me, it's such a serious business. I mean, because you got to get, it's all the facts right. You're not making up stuff. I mean, you're doing the deal.
Yeah, I think a lot of it depends on what the story is that you're telling. And you know, when I met Pedro, he's a 10-year-old kid who's battled Ewing sarcoma since he was 8. But you know, despite those challenges, he continues to chase his goals of becoming an F1 driver. And
he wants to be a Formula One race car driver.
Yeah, he actually wants to become the first amputee driver in Formula One history. When I met him in Las Vegas at Superkarts USA, I was with a Northeast Ohio racing team while I was out there. And you know, I think racing is a great analogy for life. You know, getting back in the race, you know, staying in the race no matter what. You know, I met Pedro, and I didn't know that he had cancer. I was interviewing different drivers.
How old is Pedro now?
Now he's 11. Yeah, and he's racing internationally in the European circuit. And you know, the Formula One goal, he is on that track. He's in, you know, races where, you know, Formula One drivers once raced.
Did this inspire you to become a filmmaker, or you were a filmmaker looking for a great story?
No, it's a great question. So I had been a sports writer. I covered basketball for a while, and then, you know, got into racing. And when I met Pedro, he inspired me so much with his gratitude and the way he enjoys every moment and lives every moment. Like you know, he's battling cancer. It's like a side note, a detail. He just wants to get back in his cart and continue to race. So when I met him, I was inspired to amplify his story as much as possible.
Get it out there.
Yeah.
How much is he in discomfort when he's doing this also?
No, he's you know, he's got a great medical team, and his family really, you know, takes care of him. I mean, they did have to you know, modify the cart, you know, slightly. It's but no, he's comfortable now.
You know, there's an irony in this too, that sport is becoming more of a hand sport.
Yeah.
Than a foot sport. I mean, it's almost, you'll do almost everything on the wheel now.
Yeah, and that's what they did too. They moved the acceleration, you know, up to the wheel to modify the cart, and then, you know, he still, you know, uses his foot for the brake. So yeah.
So I imagine this is great for him. What was the inspiration for you besides him to tell this story? And
yeah, you know, I try to, you know, focus on, you know, gratitude and manifesting a positive, you know, outcome. And when I met Pedro, there's no person that I ever met that does it like that.
He moved you.
Yeah, he really did. And you know, his mom told him when he was 8 years old and he was diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, if you get out of this, we'll buy you a race car. If you can get through the grueling thing. And he got out of it, and he said, you know, where's my race car? You know, and he won the Colorado State Championship.
Wow.
And now he's you know, on his way. So.
Yeah. So how inspirational is this for people who see this to get a chance to view this, and where can they view this?
Yeah. So it's streaming worldwide on Amazon Fire TV and anywhere the Free Movies Plus app is available, which it is available on the Apple iPad. And yeah, I think, you know, Pedro, you know, he's racing to inspire other kids with cancer to keep believing in their dreams, but I think he can teach all of us, you know, something.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, everyone has a burden or a hurdle of some kind. His is like unbelievable, and he's overcoming that. But this is an opportunity to understand how you can go beyond what you think is a problem.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, you said it perfectly. And, you know, we all deal with what we consider to be our issues, but, you know, you really can overcome anything if you're, you know, grateful for the moment. And
it's great to meet you too, because, you know, from Cleveland, you know, you think Cleveland is a long way from New York City, it's a long way from Hollywood, it's a long way from anywhere, but you found a way to be able to tell this story with this medium, which is not the easiest thing in the world to do.
Yeah, it was really a fun experience. You know, my family and wife and I, we went out to the Silicon Beach Film Festival at the TCL Chinese Theater. That's where we premiered, and we've screened a few other places, and now that it's streaming worldwide, it's been a great experience.
Well, keep racing for those checkered flags.
For sure.
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Nice
Thanks
job.
a lot. Yeah.